For 10,000 years, the Imperium has endured through a delicate balance. Now, the rising stars of House Lykos may have the key to ultimate power.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to session 1 of Apostates of Dune. This is our Dune Adventures in the Imperium, but actual play TTRPG by Modiphius here on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. To find all of the sessions of this game, visit happyjacks.org/apostates of Dune, I presume. It should be set up by now. And to find all of the shows on Happy Jacks Network, visit happyjacks.org. My name is Adam. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing the Game Master for this particular campaign. Long time in the running and very excited to get started. I'm going to give a little bit of a content warning. This will be your one and only content warning that we're not going to be your usual crazy, goofy selves here on Happy Jacks. We're doing serious. We're being very serious. So, but there's a lot of other things in this game as we are doing Dune. So please know that there are some very adult and also very sensitive topics in the world of Dune, including slavery and sexism. These things are very prominent within the world. We are not going to those places generally, but they might come up and they might be referenced. The other warning that I will give you is that if you are sensitive to mental and emotional and political manipulation, that's not something you enjoy, then this is not the show for you. There will be significant gaslighting and manipulation, coercion, all kinds of that stuff, just from our PCs alone, not to mention what the NPCs are going to do. So it's going to be icky, but if this is the kind of icky you want, then you're in the right place. If you don't like that ick, we're not going to shame you. It's just not where you want to be, you know. And a fair not warning, but a welcome. We're going to be very anti-imperialist in ways that was not exactly predicted when I began conceiving of this game, but the Imperium can just die. So we're not going to be worried about keeping up the Imperium here. So if that makes you feel good, then that makes you feel good. But we're going to be very unscrupulous people that you will hopefully love to hate and hate to love. So we are using safety tools. We have a lines and veils document that we have gone over and we've discussed and we've all contributed to decide where our lines and veils are. We hope you'll use safety tools in your games at home as well. It's very important, even though we all know and trust each other. It helps us with our social contract to make sure that we're taking care of each other and we're getting the icks kept out of the way so that we can focus on having fun.
Only play with the good icks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Play with
Fun ick.
Yes,
Fun
yeah. Play with the icks you like. And we're going to definitely play with some icks. Let's introduce our players. Let's start over here.
Hi, everybody. I'm CADave. I'll be playing Iser Nasoh, the Mentat Spymaster of House Lykos. And just all around not nice guy. Terrorized some children in his years. Has done all kinds of underhanded, terrible things for the house, and is happy to do more.
Okay. Character pronouns?
Oh, I'm sorry. Both Iser and myself are he, him.
Good, thank you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Michelle, and I will be playing Pyrrha, one of the younger siblings, who is a Mentat in training under Iser. She is learning the trade, and she's happy to help her family succeed, but she wants a little piece of that pie. So she wants to make sure she's there to get it. And both myself and Pyrrha are she, her.
Hi everyone, I'm Kai. I use he, they, and she pronouns, and I will be playing Helenus Lykos, a pair of twins. We'll get to that. Who is a trained Swordmaster of Ginas, and he uses he, they pronouns. And everything's fine. He's doing great.
Yeah. Gonna be great.
He's doing great.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joey. I use he, him pronouns, and I am playing Cassandra Lykos. She uses she, her pronouns. The twin to Helenus. And just her average, early 20s, Bene Gesserit witch.
You know.
What's not to love?
Normal.
Yeah.
I've
Great.
never called you a witch to your face.
My job.
To your face.
Yeah. There will be witch callings for sure. Yeah, for sure. So there is no recap because we haven't played an episode yet. We did have a session 0. If you weren't here for it and you want to go back and see the process of how we developed House Lykos and our characters, and then feel free to go check that out back at the happyjacks.org website, or look it up on YouTube or your other podcast grabbers, and feel free to enjoy that. Those who were with me in my last game that I ran know that I like to do a little thing at the top of the game to sort of set the tone. So I'm going to be doing that again, and so we will slip into our game. So welcome. Winds howl and sands whip across the dunes, blackening our sight as they slip through the hourglass. Then there is darkness. A voice calls out to us through the past and future. Beginnings are such delicate things. And now there is light. We open on the palace of House Lykos. The new palace of House Lykos, taken over from their former rulers, House Mycetti. As the Viscount and Viscountess of Lykos executed a long-planned and very delicately maneuvered canly to remove the leadership and the structure and the profit from House Mycetti in order to take over our system. Just less than a year ago, House Lykos petitioned to and was raised to Major House of the Landsrod, gaining a seat on the Landsrod, direct audience with the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV, and gaining a tremendous amount of political clout and wealth in the process. House Lykos has spent thousands of years being the arbiters of fashion and decor throughout the Imperium. Their fabrics were known to everybody. Their fashions were coveted by all the wealthy elites. Their house color, Lycon blue, was a color that could only be pressed from the Lydolian lily that grew on the planet Lydolia, where House Lykos and their fellow houses were housed. Were headquartered, grew up, and this in the last few centuries House Lykos, with its matriarch Anthelina, had overtaken the luxury interplanetary space yacht trade, creating the Lynx G78 space yacht, the most desired personal spacecraft throughout the Imperium. This wealth and Anthelina's decades-long and generations-long planning led to the fall of House Mycenae, and House Lykos stepped up to fill that vacuum of power. The palace of House Lykos is a dark and somewhat bleak-looking exterior with high spires that have newly been added to the once more sedate palace of the Mycenaes. Spires at the front of the palace that rise up hundreds of stories into the air in the shape of the blades that are of the House Lykos crest. And these blades cast a shadow across the grounds as the sun moves through its arc. And in the morning, the eastern balcony off of the palace, off of the count's chambers, is where we find Viscountess Chimora Lykos, regal, stately, 80 years old, but still looking gorgeous because you can live hundreds of years with the right amount of spice, and she has been able to afford the right amount of spice. A young, vibrant woman in her prime. She is slowly sipping her coffee and reading updates on the business of the house as her favorite Mentat.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's rough.
As her favorite Mentat arrives as summoned and to Chimora's little breakfast on the patio.
Good morning, Viscountess.
Good morning. How are you, Iser?
I'm fine. It's
Good.
been a restful evening.
Oh, that's wonderful. You actually got some sleep then,
Oh no, just rest.
as usual. Please have a seat. Would you like some coffee, tea, something to
No.
eat?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Very well. Iser, I suppose you have already figured out, as you have everything usually figured out, that there is a very large, delicate, and secretive project that we've been working on.
I have noticed the budget.
Yeah. Do you know what it's about? And out of character, you're free to share it, like anything you think Iser might have learned from our game prep. Feel free to pretend Iser's known all of this all along.
I don't think he knows the exact detail. But I think, in character, I'm aware that it's a new technology relating to our yacht business.
That is a way of putting it that will be acceptable in the trades. It's much more than that. And I don't know if you recall everything that Pyrrha theorized in her papers as you were teaching her.
Of course.
But if you feel like calling that up, if you'll remember her thesis on quantum physics.
Yes. Unless you want me to actually roll.
No.
Okay.
No, I think this is one, like, this is what Mentat do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I also specifically took the Mind Palace.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just a internal reflection of going back through everything I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. What does that feel like for you? Do you do this often?
I think
Or just when
so.
called?
I mean,
Okay.
I think it's the primary method of recall,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's literally just probably a recreation of the original family palace
Mm-hmm.
that has rooms that associate with different things. Like it starts off there and then
Yeah.
branches out into surrealism.
Oh,
Right?
Nice.
So like it's just walking from room to room, a staircase that ends up on a wall, you know,
Yeah.
perpendicular to gravity,
Yeah.
and that kind of thing. But then it's just files and displays and all of that walking around.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd walk over
Right.
to the engineering department
Mm-hmm.
and go through.
Yeah. So you recall there a theoretical exercise that Pyrrha did under your supervision, where Pyrrha theorized that there were other ways to create perfect calculations of space-time that did not require thinking machines or prescience.
Ah,
And it seemed like a child's fancy at the time. And I think Chimera says that. She stands up and she's wearing this this chiffon pleated robe that just trails out for like 5 or 6 feet on the floor behind her. It's this sort of champagne color with gold metallic thread woven through it. She just her hair is just kind of piled on top of her head. The morning sunlight is hitting her just right, and you can't help but notice how breathtakingly beautiful she is. Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah. Yes, yes. And I wonder, do you wonder if she do you wonder if she knows that you find her beautiful? No. Do you find her beautiful? We kind of discussed that in session 0,
Yes.
but let's talk about it here. How do you feel about Chimera?
I do. I think more than wonder if she knows,
Mm-hmm.
I fear if she knows.
Yeah. Do you wonder right now if she knows that she might, or she might try to manipulate you?
I don't think that that's the path that I'm
No.
taking. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character.
Yeah.
100%, he is suspicious of everybody but her.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough, bud.
Great. That's trust is yeah. If you guys can let me know which NPCs you trust implicitly, so I can really really twist your hearts around, that would be great. Thank you. She just kind of like stands up and she walks over to the balcony and takes a sip of her tea, and she says, Pyrrha's theory is not just theory. I think it can work.
Fascinating.
And I want you to help me put the final pieces together.
Well, of course.
Let's
Is
take
this something that I should keep from Pyrrha?
No, actually, I want to talk to Pyrrha myself.
Very good.
I'm going to go speak to Pyrrha, and then I wonder, in 2 hours, if you'll gather up Cassandra and Helenus and meet us at the shuttle pad. I think we'll take a trip to Oros today.
Very good. Are we certain that we'd like to spread this information that widely?
Yes. there are a few people that I trust, but my children, for the most part, are among them. And you.
Very good.
And your particular talents, I think, can perfectly direct the raw power of some of my children to accomplish what we intend to accomplish.
I shall do my best. We will meet you at the landing pad in 2 hours.
Excellent. As you start to go, she stops you, right as you're about back to the wide open windows to exit. She calls out. She says, "Iser, do you think Cassandra has fully given herself over to the witches?"
I fear that they wouldn't let one leave their training embrace without loyalty.
Do you think I'm foolish to trust her anyway?
I would not call it foolishness. I would be prepared to deal with them if this comes to fruition. But they may be strong allies, because we're talking about something that would make very strong enemies.
Yes. It pains me to say this, but I hope you will be prepared to deal with her, should that be a mistake.
Of course.
1 hour.
Indeed.
Shots fired. So, Pyrrha, what are you usually doing around breakfast time in the morning?
Around breakfast time, I am simultaneously eating and practicing some of my calculation skills.
Mm-hmm.
Like how many of the lilies must we plant in order for them not to go extinct by over harvesting?
Mm-hmm.
How, little exercises like that.
Little ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are little ones.
Yeah. Those are the little calculations you mean? Or-
Yeah.
yeah.
Planet scale agriculture.
Yeah.
I was told there'd be no math.
I say, I know
Yeah.
sword.
That's all right.
See, I'm not doing math. I'm pretending math.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, do you have a study that you like to do your work in, or do you just lay on your bed and what's
think-
your study posture?
I think that my room probably has a nice view of just a nice view, like of a garden or something like that. And so I would have a little breakfast nook kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I would be like eating my breakfast and doing calculations and just relaxing my mind so that it can run through what it needs to run through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're sitting there as you hear a soft knock on your door, and the door opens up. It's just a knock as the open
knock.
happens, right? And you're clever enough to know, the only people that would do that are your mother and father. No one else would have the audacity to just walk in.
Right.
And anybody else who might come in without your permission would not knock first, because they'd be there for
They're
bad
there to do something bad.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So, it's either your mother or your father. And your mother calls out as she comes into the room. She says, Pyrrha, are you in here?"
Mother, I'm over here.
And she comes over and she sits down next to you, And she puts a plate on the table and pushes over your favorite pastry that she's had made from the kitchen.
I'd say,
Yeah.
doesn't take a mentat to calculate you want something.
That is exactly true, my dear. I hope you don't have any plans today because I want to take you on a little adventure.
Adventure.
Yes. Yes.
Where to?
How would you like to go to tour our mining operation on Oros?
That could provide an interesting exercise. Yes.
I think there are things there that you will find very fascinating. I was just looking through some of my keepsakes earlier, and I found this. And she pushes over a little. What would it be like? It's just a little pad with a printout, and you see on the front of it. It's almost a little embarrassing. Because you put this like really cutesy title, like as a 13-year-old girl, here's my theories on space-time quantum mechanics. But it's like
the 13-year-old.
Yeah, but it's like with quantum mechanics and bubble letters, kind of that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you did this kind of like cute little clever pun that seemed really clever to you as a 13-year-old girl, but now you recognize you were a 13-year-old girl.
It's cringy.
Yeah, it's cringy. Yeah. A little light reading.
Where did you dig this out?
To tell you the truth, I have read it several times in the
Really?
last 2 years.
Is it entertainment?
No, it's inspiring, Pyrrha.
I'm just a little
Yeah.
confused
Yeah.
by this interaction.
How well do you think you know your mother?
I think I know her better than she realizes.
Okay. All right. So I think you'd probably recognize that while she's being playful, she's not insincere when she said it's been inspiring.
Okay.
Um,
Do you, I mean, the cover art aside, I think it holds water.
I think it does as well. And I have been thinking a lot about this paper since the moment it came across my desk. I think there is theory here that can be put into practice. And I have been trying to do just that. There's a project we've been working on that I think you'll find some of the concepts very familiar.
Mother, I'm going to say something I never thought I'd say to you, but you've surprised me.
That might be the greatest gift I've gotten this year. Pyrrha, I love most of my children equally.
Wow. Right here.
But you do have a special place in my heart and in my plans. I should say our plans. They're not just mine. But it's what I've been working on, and I want to share it with you. I think it's time.
I am excited. I think this will be wonderful. Now, who knows?
a very small group of people know what we're really about, what this project is really about. Your older sister Delphina has been key in the engineering aspects, as you might expect. Teo has been useful in ways that most people don't expect Teo to be useful.
I just kind of
Yeah. And you know, like,
he knew before I do.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
mother.
yeah. While Teo is quite strange, his mind works in ways that most others can't. And he has been instrumental in putting some of the connections of this theory into the practical purpose. But ultimately, his inability to carefully communicate with others makes it difficult to go any further, which is why it's time for you to take your rightful place in this project. I know you're still young, but there are great things ahead of you and for our family. And it's time you take a part in it.
And Cassandra and Helenus.
Since they've come back, they've needed something to do. And I have something for them to do.
Okay. I know your feelings about the Bene Gesserit.
Hmm?
How can we trust Cassandra?
We can absolutely trust Cassandra. For now. But don't worry. The Bene Gesserit are predictable in many ways. You just have to assume that they are going to be there and they are going to know more than you do. And they will know it before you do.
Well, before you do.
Yeah. Oh. I think we have to roll for sass.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah. Let's
Well, if I'm given the proper information, I
Yeah,
can calculate it out.
right, yeah. And Mom has not been very forthcoming in the information. Sorry, let me get my character sheet.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was
that's
so
You
good.
killed our mother in the first episode.
I said it with love,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't an insult. It was a fact.
yeah,
right.
Facts are
exactly.
facts.
Yeah, yep.
It's that switching to Mentat like detachment.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. So skill wise, I think this is a communicate. This is a communicate skill roll. For our audience, many of us are still learning to use this system as well. So bear with us. We'll sort of ease ourselves into this. This session is going to be mostly role play, but I want us to get a few rolls in and start to feel out the system and how it works. So generally, when there's a contest, a conflict, I will tell you what the skill is, and then you will select from among your drives which you think is most important. So the skill roll here is communicate, because I think you're trying to give a nice little subtle reminder to your mother that that you are smarter than she is. And you both know this, right? Like this is, it's not shocking to her. What we're going to see is how well does she respond to your new sassiness.
Well, and as a teenager, I don't always have tact.
Yeah. Like, did you do this in a way that isn't going to like piss her off a little bit? Yeah. But it's not dangerous. She's not going to try and kill you if you don't do this role well. But it could change the dynamic of your conversations in the future, or the dynamic of your relationships going forward. Yeah. So you would then choose your drive, and also for our audience, Michelle was not able to join us for the session 0, so we're going to use the rules from the book where you can create your character in play. So Michelle has chosen name, concept, archetype, and role, and then some of her character information, such as her talents, assets, drives, etc., may not be defined yet. So some she has defined already, and others she'll define as we go through play. And so we'll get to see how that works a little bit. So do you have a drive that you have a trait number assigned to that you think is appropriate, or is this something that is this going to fall somewhere where you haven't defined it yet?
Well, I mean, I've put numbers on all my drives.
Okay.
But I think duty, because this is a family issue, and
it's about where do you fit in the hierarchy of this family, and like how much independence and mouthiness are you allowed to get away with? Which is something that's going to be different for each child, as any of us with multiple siblings know. Yeah. So you're going to take your. Do you have your number for your communicate skill? Okay. So your communicate skill and your duty drive numbers, you add those together, and what do you have? 10. Okay. So you're going to roll 2d20.
Okay.
And any of the dice that come up a 10 or below are going to be a success. I'm going to say this is an average test, so you just need one success. Normally I would make this a contested roll against her, but this is more, we're just feeling things out. Okay. So yeah, she's not.
This is not her first teenager.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
True.
Yeah. So I mean, she's had, in addition to Teo and Delphina, she's also had Odysseus, the oldest son. She's had Narcissus, and she's had Helenus and Cassandra.
We were angels.
Absolute.
Yeah.
Lucifer was an angel, right?
Yeah.
On.
So yeah, she's had several teenagers before you. Let's see how much you're able to get away with.
I got a 7 on one die.
Okay, all right, that's a success.
Okay.
So so you managed to make that little point obvious.
But with a wink. Like, just kidding, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, and she kind of like, she gives you that look for a second, like, did you just say that, my daughter? And then she just kind of grins, and she grabs the pastry and takes a big bite out of it and sets it back down.
I just laugh. I think that's funny.
Yeah. Dress comfortably, and meet us at the shuttle pad in 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. Lovely. Teenagers. So good. So, Iser, you're walking down the corridors. The corridors are, in this part of the palace, the corridors are incredibly high ceilinged, like 12 to 18 foot ceilings in many of the places. As you head towards the training dojo, you hear first that clanging of swords on swords. And then underneath that clashing vibration of a sword hitting a personal shield. And in between these rhythmic sounds, you hear this older female voice just every once in a while calls out sharply, "Switch!" Clang, 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 come, switch! And Helenus, you are dancing across the mats.
Oh yeah.
In the training dojo. Your mentor, the house's rather unique and eccentric swordmaster, Ina Karpash, is sparring with you. And your particular challenge this morning is a new game that she's made up called Switch. She has 2 swords.
Oh.
You get one with your other arm behind your back. And every time she calls switch, you have to switch arms. Yeah. And Ida is coming at you, both swords wheeling, blurs, luckily, your shield catches all of the fast movements. She's not trying to do the slow blade through your shield. She's trying to test your focus, your speed. And as she charges forward again, pushing harder, and just every few seconds yelling, "Switch!"
We see Helenus, who is grinning from ear to ear.
Mm-hmm.
I think every new challenge that Ina has presented since he's come back has been proof that it all worked.
Mm.
That all this time away, despite everything being so different now, he is truly a swordmaster of Kinos and made right by her faith in him and trust.
Mm.
And so being with her is fun. It's freeing. It's doing what he feels like he was made to do. So we just see this muscular mid-20-year-old man with tattoos up his neck, around his throat. We see the crest that is all over this house, tattooed not only on his throat, but over his neck, all the way down his back. He has other tattoos as well. And as he does, like, drenched, shirtless, grinning from ear to ear, we see the shield kind of blur over him, almost like a mirage. And when she comes at him, he leans into it. He moves towards her, anticipating her movement and trying to throw her off pace.
Oh, okay. Let's roll to see how well
Let's
you do, actually. I am going to make this one contested.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's see. I'm trying to. I've got 5 beautiful dice here. I'm trying to decide which 2 I'm going to use. Yeah. So obviously this is a battle.
Yes.
A battle move. And what do you think your drive is here? What is motivating you?
I think this is duty to Ina specifically, not to the
Oh.
house.
Yeah.
To not only have done right by her in the past,
Yeah.
but continue to show her
Yeah.
that her legacy as a swordmaster is valued and going somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Her mentorship has meant something. It has created a new swordmaster.
Yes.
That is worthy of her training.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's roll. I want to just.
I do have a question about focuses as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So
I have relevant focuses.
Okay. What is your relevant focus?
I have long blade and dueling.
Okay. Yeah. So so either one of those.
Yeah, I think I will go with dueling.
Okay. And so what that means is that that any roll under the target number when you have a focus counts as a critical success. So any 1 equals 2 successes.
Yes.
So so what is your battle?
7.
7, and your duty is
The 7.
7. So 14. So anything you roll under 14 is going to count as 2 successes.
Woo,
So
woo.
yeah. We'll just do this. We don't need to add extra dice to it because we could both. You will both have the same talents. So.
That's a natural 1.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good. So, so you didn't even need your focus.
No.
Does that count as 3?
I don't think it does. No, I
Oh.
think a
critical
1
one
counts as
always
a
counts as 2.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So whether you have the focus or not, a roll of 1 always counts as 2 successes.
Yes.
It's crit. But yeah, if you have a focus, I don't think a 1 counts.
I don't think it counts extra, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I
yeah.
had forgotten. So
I'm not sure what this number was that I rolled on this die. It's absolutely beautiful, but it is virtually unreadable.
Nice. Love that.
But it is a single digit. I can tell that. So that would be a success. The other one was a 19. So she got 1 success. Let's roll off again.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh,
Better.
okay.
I got a 7 and a 3.
Okay.
So that's all the successes.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. So you would have 4 successes. She got 1 14 and 1 19. So
Oh,
the
rough.
14 would be
Yeah.
successes. So she would have 2, but you beat her out with 4. What is the move that you do that surprises her?
I think it's the lean in.
Mm-hmm.
He is tall and very agile.
Yeah.
But more specifically, he's just come from Ginas, a place
Yeah.
full of more people who fight than just Aina.
Yeah.
And when they were young, it was when he was young. Aina was young at some point.
Yeah.
maybe.
Some point. Maybe.
Legend said.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But this stone slab of a woman that trained him
Mm-hmm.
wasn't surrounded by an army's worth of the greatest fighters in the Imperium
Mm-hmm.
within the last year.
Yeah.
And it shows that he has and
Yeah.
has been training with them, training some of the younger ones, being there among people who fight in every way that you can imagine
Mhm.
with these blades.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he moves into her movement, catching her momentum and making her faster, and thus deflecting off of his shield, and him coming in then with his blade right under her chin.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. And we see that little bit of the shield turn blue just to know that the blade tip has gotten through the shield. And she like instantly goes still, knowing she's caught, and knowing that she's been bested. She that pursed little mouth that has just always had that stern expression just breaks into the slightest little bit of a grin.
And he pulls his beautiful blade back and just very properly stands up tall and puts his blade at his side.
And she sets her blades down. She grabs a towel and tosses one to you as she mops the sweat from her brow, from her whole face. Like, girl is dripping in sweat.
Yeah,
like,
good for her.
Yeah, like we've fan cast Ina as Kate Mulgrew.
Yeah.
From the Orange is the New Black days specifically. But yeah, she's telling herself off, and she says, "That's a new move that I didn't expect you to have. It's very smart. I think you might actually have learned something."
I would hope so at this point. And as he says this, he's finally finishing toweling off. And I think we see the tattoo across his ear as he does so. He has long, like, waist-length black hair that's just pulled back into the neatest ponytail you've ever seen. But his right ear has down it in a line in the text of the Imperium, or die trying. A newer tattoo, so it isn't fully set into his skin yet, and you just see the strong black ink there as he towels over it. And he sets that down and goes and starts to just like pull on a robe to just stay a little bit warm.
Yeah.
It was nice there.
I am glad to see that it's made you something more than what you were.
More than a annoying teenager.
You were always annoying. I'm not sure you were ever a teenager.
Fair enough.
But now you are a man. And you are very skilled. And I would tell you that I am very proud of you, but I don't want you to become too secure in your ego.
I will always aspire to make you crack one day, Ina.
Good. And until you do, know that I am always disappointed in you.
I know.
No. And what about you, Mentats, lurking by the door? Are you here to be disappointing?
No, I don't like to come inside. It always smells a bit.
He's saying you smell.
But both of your talents are needed. The Viscountess has requested your presence, my lord.
What does my mother want?
We are to go on a journey. Clean yourself up and pack your things.
Fine.
We shall meet in 45 minutes at the
45
shuttle
minutes?
pad.
What did she think Oh, fine.
I'm, Mr. Prince, do you have some pressing engagements? Do you have a booked social calendar?
No.
That's what I thought. Always disappointing.
Do bring your armaments.
I have them already.
Very
He says, completely shirtless and just with the blade on his hip.
Yes.
And I think as you enter Iser specifically, you notice that he closes his robe a little tighter. Covers himself up a little more. Could be decency, could be anything.
And Swordmaster,
Yes.
I call upon you to ready the house guard. We shall be away for an undetermined amount of time, but I fear complacency.
Complacency and age and arrogance. These are the three evils that always defeat us.
Which is why you'll never get old.
I haven't yet, and I don't intend to.
I made you smile, and he starts to walk out the door.
Very disappointing, she mutters as she starts cleaning up her gear. Iser, where do you think Cassandra is?
Love this question.
Yeah. Going to the Mind Palace.
We don't live there anymore.
Yeah. In the new wing.
Average morning would probably be possibly with the Viscount for breakfast.
That sound correct?
Yeah, I
Lady
think so.
Cassandra.
I think so. I had a couple other ideas, but I do like that one best, I think. So yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm happy to go with whatever.
no, I can work with that.
I think you're out on the you're out in the gazebo in the garden.
Absolutely.
I think that's where you and Viscount Lykos like to have your breakfasts.
Mm-hmm.
as Daddy's favorite, you generally are invited to breakfast with Dad more often. I think, he's sitting a little laid back, just kind of watching the birds and the flowers, and we see not only the garden of the palace, which is incredibly beautiful, but just how it looks out over this vista of Lydolia itself. You can see snow-capped mountains in the distance. You can see a very well manicured city laid out below in the basin in between. And it's just a beautiful bright blue sky with a few fluffy clouds. It's almost ideal. A perfect place to live.
Mm-hmm. So I think Cassandra's there, and she's wearing something a little more relaxed, as it is earlier in the morning. Basically not corseted.
Yeah.
Just the chemise.
But
Yeah.
bare shouldered and no shawl,
Mm-hmm.
because she's taking in the warmth.
Yeah.
Because having only been back from Wallach 9 for a short period of time, which
Yeah.
is not the most idyllic weather.
No, it's awful.
No, she's
Yeah.
taking in the sun and taking in that warmth that's
Yeah.
trying to warm her chilled bones still.
Yeah. And your father stirs a little honey into his coffee, and he's wearing this like very soft silk jacket and sort of lounging pants. So very, very casual, but like just very well put together, and he has his signet ring on, very prominent. And you notice, like, it's the new signet ring since you became a major house, and he plays with it more often than he used to.
Mm-hmm.
And you catch him playing with it now after he stirs his coffee.
Tell me, Father, is gold heavier than silver?
He smirks a little bit and looks up at you. And says, it's a little bit heavier, but it's the beauty that really grabs you, isn't it?
Well, if one can't live for beauty, what can one live for?
The philosophy of our house for thousands of years summed up into one aphorism. You really have learned a lot at the Bene Gesserit.
There's much to learn and much to see. And I forgot her name. Aunt
Shia.
Shia was quite instrumental in prepping me for it. Can't imagine those poor girls who had to go in blind.
I have a feeling even if you weren't prepped for it, you still would have outshone them all.
Yes, but what a tedious week to get caught up.
Very nice. Very nice. Well done. Your mother has some plans.
Does she?
Yes.
Tell me, who am I to dance with this time?
That is a question I will let your mother tell you about. But we've been up to something, your mother and I.
Not another child already. Jason's barely...
Perseus.
Perseus.
Yeah. No. Not for lack of trying, of course, but I think we're done with children for a little while. I have to say, other than my time with you, 30 years out of the last 80 is plenty to be raising children. I think I'm done for a little while.
Knowing my brothers and sisters, I can understand why.
Besides, I'm a grandfather now.
Oh yes, how is Odie and his brood?
They are a brood. They are quite something. But let's not talk about that.
Yes, what are these plans Mother has for me?
Well, we have been engaging in a clandestine project that could change the face of everything our house has to offer in the Imperium. Does this surprise you? That you didn't know about it?
Does it surprise me that you have something that you are currently working on? No. Does it surprise me that I wasn't brought into the fold until now? She kind of looks at her black, loose-fitting clothing.
Uh-huh.
No. I know the way Mother feels. I've seen the way she looks at her sister. I saw the look on her face when I told her I was going. I do hope she can see past her prejudice and see that I will be an asset to the house, not a liability.
I think she will. Your mother is a pragmatist above all. But, I would say that she's not the only one that is concerned, since you've returned. Not me, of course.
I would hope not.
I know that I've always had your heart and you've always had mine. But I do sometimes wish you were that precocious little girl playing with her dolls, making them compete with each other for your affection. It's just a much simpler time.
Well, it was easier to think of. The dolls just got bigger.
Well, see what you can do with your nephews.
Do they have a daycare on Arrakis?
I think this is around the time Iser arrives. Yeah. Do you just come on up, or what is your decorum around the count? Like, I mean, you've known him a while, right?
Oh,
Long
absolutely.
time.
Yeah. I think they're sitting out in this gazebo.
Mm-hmm.
I would come to the end of the path and wait.
Okay.
To be acknowledged.
Yeah.
Before I just stride in.
Yeah. Okay.
But purposely, I have only left about 10 minutes before the deadline.
I complain.
Okay.
Because I internally don't want to give Cassandra any time to send any communications.
Oh.
Very smart. Very smart. Yeah, I think as you're sitting with your father Zaid, he looks over, he catches sight of Iser down the path behind you. He's approached from behind where you are. And he just kind of waves Iser over. Good morning,
my
Iser.
count.
Good morning.
Would you like some tea?
No, I'm fine, thank you. I have been tasked with acquiring yourself, my lady.
Oh.
Your mother has planned an explorative journey for several of us. We will be accompanying her on a shuttle. Unfortunately, she hasn't planned much extra time, so we must be off quite quickly.
I kind of give a glance to my father and get like a smirk, like, I see.
Yeah.
I shall make myself ready as quickly as possible.
Very good.
Where are we to meet?
The shuttle pad in approximately 9.5 minutes, my lady.
Well, it seems I have quite the task ahead of me.
You should probably get going. He calls you Petal.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Cute.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's cute.
You should get going, Petal. Don't worry. I will see you when you get back.
I count the hours. Or minutes. As I walk away.
One makes the other.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Very nice. Iser, he
Yes.
says that as Cassandra leaves. Did the Viscountess tell you the nature of the visit?
She alluded to it. I did not pursue much more as we were outside.
Hmm.
It would be unwise to discuss such things in detail in the open.
Yes, it would. Yes. I think you'll understand very quickly, if you don't already, that this is extremely delicate and sensitive. And if this is going to succeed, we will need you at your particular best.
I have begun preparations already. The Swordmaster is preparing the house guard in our absence. I do not know how long the Viscountess intends to keep us on the moon. However, while I am away, several of my agents will begin securing the palace.
Excellent. I'll be staying here, and this is primarily Kaimora's lead on this project. I'm fully aware of it, but I am keeping things under control on the surface so that she can play with the depths.
I understand, my lord.
Iser, be ruthless if it's needed.
Yes, my lord.
I can always count on you. Have an enjoyable trip.
Thank you. I haven't been off planet in a while. I must ask a question,
yes.
my lord.
Oh.
Do you know, does Pyrrha suffer from space sickness? We don't have many natural oceans, so motion sickness isn't a big problem on world.
I don't know that we've actually taken her off planet before.
Very good. I shall be prepared.
He's got a bag in his pocket.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
gonna fold this little bag. Put it in the
Gonna,
pocket.
hey, extra change of clothes. Yeah.
Hide sticks.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And as you turn and walk away, the Count, he just kind of looks out over the mountains, over the city, in between. He's an extraordinarily handsome man. Has that strong jaw that even if he didn't have this perfectly manicured beard would would make people shudder with delight. And he has these like deep brown eyes, like that kind of like almost topaz brown, and as he looks out over the vista of the city and the mountains beyond, there's he seems kind of pensive for a moment, and then he looks off and catches sight of Cassandra rounding the corner as she leaves, and we see just a bit of worry in his expression. Who other than Cassandra is first to arrive at the lunar pad?
Helenus. Punctual, like beyond punctual.
Yeah. So precise.
Yes. He comes dressed in. Oh,
Punctual, like the military thing of if you're
On time,
early,
you're late.
you're on time,
Yes.
and if yes,
Yeah.
okay.
yes, absolutely that.
Yeah.
He also, even though he complained about it, has literally one bag. It's the only bag he takes with him anywhere. And he is dressed in basically the same pants with shoes, and then a very simple shirt and a very simple kimono over the top of it, and everything else is just the exact same. He's been like slightly touched up, and other than that, he literally went to his room, grabbed his bag, put a shirt on, and came down. But as he walks up, he is looking everywhere at everything, and not in wonder. He's seen the shuttle pad before.
Yeah.
He is analyzing what is going on, why is he here, and what is actually expected of him in this moment.
Yeah. I think I'm going to answer that also as Pyrrha comes in a little bit later, because you're both extraordinarily sharp in very different ways, right? But you would both pick up on something that is very unusual, even though, and you may have been off planet several times. It's just Dad doesn't pay that much attention, right? What do you think is the truth? Is it true? Like, have you just never been on like the trips to like any of the moons or anything?
I've probably been to the moons at least once or twice. You know,
Yeah.
I probably, but he may be thinking I'm still 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Parents do. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And So you've been to the shuttle pad before as well, and as you come in and you see your brother Helenus standing there, kind of in the center of the shuttle pad, or in the center of the walkway to the shuttle. Right. So you've come into this big bay that it's kind of like this big circular portico, and then there's a dome on top that retreats down, kind of clamshells down into the sides, and then you lift off of that. Right now, it's in that process of the dome sliding down to open up, because you're getting ready to leave, and you see one engineer performing pre-flight checks, along with a pilot walking around the shuttle. You see no one else. There are no guards here. They're not the usual. Usually there's like 3 or 4 technicians prepping the shuttle for takeoff. There's usually just a standard guard at the door. Or actually, the guard just outside the shuttle pad is still there. But usually there's a couple of guards just kind of walking patrol around, inside the shuttle pad dome. And there's not right now. There's literally the pilot and the technician that are performing the flight check. And it is odd that there is nobody else here. But you see, as you come in, you see your brother standing there in the center of the walkway, outside the shuttle. So I'll let you.
Okay. Helenus, good morning.
Here. Hi. So you're on this adventure as well. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Well, I can tell you we're going to Oros.
Okay. Why? What's there? It's a rock.
I think I'm going to let Mother tell you that. It has to do with our mining operation.
All right. And that seems to satisfy the 5 seconds of curiosity.
Yeah.
Helenus never seems to stay curious for very long. It's not because like he's
He's a
figured
man
it
of
out.
action.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, that's enough information. I have what I need. And he strides forward. He never really even looks back at you. In fact, I think maybe for most of your lives, he's kind of looked past you. Not because he doesn't like you, but he doesn't really look at other people in the house. I don't think as long as you've been alive.
Yeah.
So it's not just Pyrrha, it's most of the house,
Is the
family
experience
and
of
employees.
all of the younger siblings.
Oh, yeah.
As I get closer to him, I kind of go, "Did you just have a workout?
I always just had a workout.
You didn't shower before?
Iser didn't give me enough time.
How long did you have?"
40 minutes.
The side eye for Pyrrha
Yep,
is
it's like-
that's it's beautiful.
I just didn't have time, and
Mhm.
this was short notice. And I still guess I'm just here because Mother finds it amusing.
Like I said, I'll let her tell you, but it's going to be more than amusing.
Sure.
Shortly thereafter, Iser arrives.
Precisely at the right time.
Precisely at the right
Terrifying.
time. Yeah. And
Also, wears for footwear,
Yeah.
wears like leather-looking boots, but they've got like the soft rubber treads, so he doesn't make
Mm, so
footfalls.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Are you dressed any differently than how you normally dress?
He's probably got like an overcoat
Mm-hmm.
that he would wear for going somewhere
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. Okay.
Most of the time, it's shirt sleeves around the
Uh-huh.
palace,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but he's got, almost like the old Swiss army
Mm.
overcoat.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like that pressed wool.
Yeah.
Wild wool.
Yeah.
Mm.
I love those.
Yeah. Okay. What is he usually look like as far as like color palette? Is he usually pretty like dressed conservatively, like reservedly, I guess, or
Usually,
yeah.
he kind of rotates through like the selection of shirt fabrics
Mm-hmm.
that are made here by the house.
Yeah.
And then he probably changes up scarf
Mm-hmm.
just on whims, it seems.
Yeah.
No one knows why it would be
Yeah.
different. Like it might be the same scarf for 3 or 4 days, and then it's
suddenly
something
it's
wildly different. And
Yeah.
then,
Okay. Yeah. What does Pyrrha look like? We haven't really talked about.
Pyrrha, like just generally physically.
Yeah.
She's probably about, I don't know, 5'5"-ish. She's got long, dark, curly hair. And she is, she's wearing like a, something appropriate for kind of hiking, but still stylish.
Okay. Yeah. yeah.
Because even though she's, yes, a human calculator,
Yeah.
she still holds to her family's
Yeah.
ideals of dressing well. So
Right. Yeah.
I would think something like, in the Mummy, the woman in the Mummy, how she, her desert outfit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Mhm.
like that.
Okay.
Something like that
Nice.
with the high boots and the
Accordion
pants,
Explorer.
yeah.
Perfect.
Uh-huh,
No
yeah.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And how does Cassandra arrive, and when?
I feel like Cassandra arrives 15 minutes late
Okay.
because, as her mother always taught her, only soldiers arrive on time.
Okay, so I love this. So as you're arriving, so you're on your way down the hallway to the landing pad, to the shuttle pad, and your mom kind of turns the corner, and it's kind of right there beside you, right at the same time, and and she just kind of smiles at you as you meet in the hallway and you're walking forward, and I think we see like you both have the same gait, like you carry yourselves the same way as you walk. And she smiles, and she just kind of says, "What do we always say?" And then you say it together. Only soldiers arrive on time. And she pushes through the door
Just before their heel clicking
yes,
comes into view or into hearing.
Yeah.
You hear 3, 2, 1.
and they push in. What is it, how is Cassandra dressed for this occasion, for this trip?
Cassandra is wearing, I think it's a very similar outfit to what she was wearing at breakfast. It's still kind of loose, but on top of it, she's fashioned a like leather corset kind of vibe. So it is more durable in case we need to do anything that is more physical, but it still has that softer material underneath. And I think she also has a cloak that is blue, the lysine blue on top, and then lined in black.
Oh, okay, yeah. And does she usually go veiled?
Yeah, she'll usually go veiled.
Okay. Yeah. As many Bene Gesserit do. Yeah. Oh, yes.
When they walk in, I take an earpiece out,
Oh.
put it in my pocket.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Subtly. I'm not trying to be like...
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Is this something you're doing so that you can give them full attention?
No, it's because I'm no longer listening to the house communications.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Chimora and Cassandra make their entrance as usual. Unlike how you usually see your mother, Chimora, which is just the height of finery, gorgeous, either gorgeous gowns or perfectly tailored suits with some sort of extremely impractical flair, because that's, because she's the Viscountess of a fashion house. Like she has to make an impression.
She doesn't have to have an unrestricted gait.
Yeah, exactly.
She
Yeah.
probably barely wears the same clothing twice. So.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, she's got a new outfit like 3 or 4 times a day. It's, and this is that kind of world where you have there is an expectation that that those who participate in the social movement of the house, or the social events of the house, have to wear the height of fashion. And I think all 3 of you, and all of your siblings, have had to go through this process where, like, you think you're going to an event and you picked out what you thought you were going to wear, and mother says, nope, go back.
Yeah.
And we probably each have our own assistant who keeps our clothing calendar.
Yes.
So we don't.
I don't
repeat
anymore.
Too often. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Which did not go over well.
No. I said no.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad, because it's one less thing to calculate.
Right. Yeah. It's like, can let that one go. I know what Helenus is gonna wear.
Don't worry, I'll take his clothing budget.
Yeah.
He still has nice clothes, excuse me. He just doesn't let other people manage his things anymore.
Right, yeah. He only has like 4 pieces of clothing instead of 400.
Yeah.
It's the same closet, same size, same number of garments, but they're all the same.
Yeah. So your mother, unlike her usual wear, is wearing essentially looks like a house pilot's uniform, jumpsuit. Of course, you all can tell because you've spent your lives around high fashion and fabric and textiles and the nitty gritty of this world. You can tell like this is the haute couture version of of your pilot's uniform, right? She has this this beautiful blue scarf that's just kind of wrapped around her neck and trailing all the way down to the floor in the back. You know, and she has her hair kind of pulled back. So instead of her, you know, usually she'll just have it down and flowing, showing off her beautiful dark hair. And instead it's just kind of pulled back very simply into a ponytail. It's a strange side of your mother that most of you have not seen. And Iser, I don't think you've seen this look for quite a while. Sorry, we have bugs.
I know.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
We're not just all
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
weird problems.
Right, yeah. For those who are listening to our story, just on the visuals randomly, you can just see us like grabbing at the air in front of us. And, but yeah, go watch the YouTube. It's gonna be hilarious. But yeah, so I don't you haven't seen this in quite a while.
Probably since the end of the Ascension War.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And you know in a way that the children don't necessarily, that she has she is a formidable person in her own right. She's not a fighter. She's not a Mentat. She's not a Bene Gesserit. She doesn't have all of those kinds of gifts. But she has a conviction and a confidence that can be matched in few other people. But she kind of she strolls over to all of you with Cassandra by her side, and she says, well, are we ready to go learn something new? All right. Field trip with Mother. And come along. Let's see what the moon has to offer us. And she's being very coy and kind of joking. So as she just strides over to the pilot and the technician, and she just kind of goes over the checklist, and then she and the pilot start up the gangplank, and she just like
the moment she starts talking, Helenus looks at Cassandra and just like locks eyes with her with the biggest question mark eyebrow of, do you know what the fuck this is?
Not a clue. Isn't that delicious?
I would think that on order of like propriety, like you would go based on your status in the house, you know, like your age or your, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And I think one of Pyrrha's favorite things is to see which one of them tries to fight to go first.
100% delightful.
Yeah.
Even during Section 0, I said I always lie to them about which one was first.
Yeah.
And so I just throw Iser a look.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious as well now too. Like
I have an idea. Cassandra's gonna make it like look like she's letting Helenus go in front of her. At which point she will lean into his ear and say, "Switch." And swap.
Yeah. Like he's got fully a leg out and everything. He has nice long legs. He's a tall, elegant looking man.
Yeah.
One leg out, and then this happens and he pivots to the side almost like a dance move to let her through.
Beautifully done. Yes. Yeah. I know I need to, there's no like bennies or inspiration or anything like that in this game. So we'll get into momentum and threat later, but and also like, because we're trying to keep our tone more serious, I don't want to do our usual, like, we all we laugh uproariously, you know how we are. Anyway, I'll figure out how to acknowledge the four of you for the brilliant bon mot that you're going to consistently come up with every few minutes of this game. In the meantime, just know that I love you. Just like Mother Chimera.
God.
Just know that she loves you.
Ooh.
So, yeah, so the two of you watch them go up, and obviously you're expected to go before Iser because he's just an employee. You're special.
And we don't there's no, I don't think, any bad feeling about that. It's
No,
kind
not
of
at all. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
just what it is.
yeah,
It's
it's
like,
yeah.
I think Iser would be shocked if you were to be like, go ahead. He would be
Yeah.
like, no.
No. Yeah.
Trap.
That is very uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah. This is not how it's supposed to work.
Well, it's
But-
funny. I think there was a brief upset about that in the house in general, because when Helenus came back
Mhm.
without Cassandra,
Yeah.
he would actually wait for everyone to go first, and everyone would just stand there and stare at him
Yeah.
because he's from a place where, or at least lately,
Yeah.
where there
Yeah.
not elevation like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And so he's like, "Wait, oh, that's right. I'm supposed to go now because I'm also an heir. I live here."
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you're having trouble like getting used to being important again.
Yes. But now he has
Yeah.
Cassandra, who's
Yeah.
always felt important,
Yes.
right there with him to remind him that he's important. So
Yeah.
that works
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's funny. I feel it's almost the opposite with Cassandra coming back from Walk 9, where she wasn't important for
Yeah.
a long time, and she
Mhm.
worked to get to a point where she could be important. So she seizes every opportunity.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's a low key, mid key hunger
Yeah.
for that that inch of status.
Yeah. Anyway. So you get on the shuttle. Oh, yes.
Just before boarding, though,
Yes.
I would
Mhm.
tell the technician
Yeah.
that prepped the shuttle
Mm-hmm.
that he should report to one of my underlings
Oh, okay.
after we depart.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Mhm.
For a proper debriefing,
Mhm.
not for
Yeah.
summary execution.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do.
Yeah, he is not certain of the difference at this point.
And that's fine.
Yeah, yeah. But,
That's good.
yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. I think you see that kind of like his face just kind of blanches, knowing who you are and what your role in the house is. And especially that no one is allowed to know what most of your role in the house is, just the surface level of it. I think there's probably all kinds of like rumors and stories and tales about what Iser has done in the past.
Sure.
Mm.
Half of them I probably encourage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think you see that look on his face and you know that he's wondering, like, is this just a debriefing, or because I now know about this secret takeoff, am I reporting to be removed?
And I think I've set it up so that he'll get a talking to
Uh-huh.
and then a bonus.
Oh, okay.
Right. So just a here's a little,
Yeah. Okay.
have a nice weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that like getting called into the boss's office is like, even if it's good, like you assume it's going to be horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
In this case, though, it's a
Yeah.
more positive angle.
Yeah.
For now.
Unless he starts talking to somebody.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Do you do anything to relieve his suspicions, or do
Absolutely
you,
not.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Gotta keep them guessing.
Mhm.
The shuttle takes off with all of you in it. There is the pilot there, but your mother is in the pilot seat, and so the pilot is in the co-pilot seat. And it's a pilot, he is like the personal pilot for for the Count and Countess, right? He's reserved specifically only for their trips. But in this case, and you can all kind of see, like, you can kind of see up into the cockpit and see that your mother is actually doing the flying. She's handling all of that, and you take off through the atmosphere of Lydolia, and you feel that little shift of weightlessness before the artificial gravity it kicks in as you leave the atmosphere of the planet, and you head towards Oros, which is one of the moons of Lydolia. And as all of you are familiar, Oros is nothing but a rock and metal globe that orbits Lydolia. There's it is a solid chunk of mostly metals with some rocks mixed in, and it has nothing else. It has there's no volcanic activity, there's no life, there's no water, and it is primarily, as far as any of you are aware, Oros only exists for mining. You have mining facilities here. They mine the ore. They turn it into the fine metals that you use for the spacecraft creation, manufacturing, and that's it. The other moons. There's 3 other moons of Lydolia. One is where all of the textile manufacturing factories are, moved up there many decades ago to avoid, or actually centuries ago, to avoid polluting this beautiful idyllic planet that you all live on. The other 2 moons are small and unremarkable. Oros is it's the metal shop, right? And so as you're approaching Oros, you can see these large factories and ore processing plants and on the surface, and your mother pilots the shuttle as though she's going towards them, but then right as the shuttle gets near the surface of the moon, she just very gently glides off and skims along the surface, out across the moon where there is nothing, and you're seeing the rocky craters go by, and you see that you've completely left the industrial center behind. And then as you reach this point a little bit later, she just kind of brings the shuttle to a stop. She uses the thrusters to just kind of push out a little ways from the planet, points the nose directly towards the surface of the moon, and flies straight into it. And no, you don't die in a fiery crash.
Well, it's been a great show.
We're all like,
that was it. That was our entire Dune campaign.
thank you for joining.
Yeah. As you're flying directly towards the surface of the moon, and just as you get there, the surface just kind of opens up, spiraling, like a spiraling porthole, kind of opens up, about the same size as the shuttle dome, just wide enough for the shuttle to fly inside the moon of Oros. And as you continue to fly down this dimly lit tube that's just wide enough for the shuttle to go through what must be a dozen or so kilometers into the moon's surface. and then almost as suddenly you emerge into this vast cavern where you can tell now that a huge portion of the moon has been hollowed out. And as you're taking this in, you can see this is hundreds of kilometers wide that has been hollowed out of this moon. And inside is a spaceship, a massive spaceship, not quite as big as the Spacing Guild's Highliners that they use to fold space and travel across vast distances in the Imperium, but almost as big. Definitely the largest spaceship any of you have ever seen that wasn't a Highliner. I mean, it is of the size you could fit the entire capital city of Lydolia in it. You could fit, in addition, like you could fit the entire capital city. You could fit the entire region of where they grow the Lydolian lilies. Just acres and acres of cropland could fit inside this ship. You could fit all of the textile factories on the moon of Texeri into this ship. It is, if you hadn't seen a Highliner before on the few occasions where you've traveled to other systems, you wouldn't even conceive that a ship could be this size. But there it is, inside the moon of Oros. And your mother flies the ship through it, kind of does a little flyby over the surface of this giant spaceship, and then lands on a circular landing pad outside of this sort of building that's been built into the side of the cavern. And you can see all kinds of like large glass windows where there are technicians and engineers inside with a view out to the starship. There are worker drones being flown, and these are drones being, I say drones, but they're being flown by people, by mechanics and engineers, because there is no artificial intelligence in this world. Thinking machines are absolutely outlawed against law and morality. Mm-hmm. But these sort of like worker bees, sort of like kind of like what's the exo suit that in Aliens,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like that, but with an enclosed pod, so that so that you don't need so that you're not exposed to the atmosphere or lack of atmosphere. And these worker bees are maneuvering around, putting plates into the sides of this massive ship, and performing other, there you see coils and coils of wires and cables and ducting being flown into the ship. There's a lot of people working on this, and there are a lot of people inside this structure overseeing this. The ship lands, the shuttle lands, and your mother comes down from the cockpit, opens the gangplank, and she just kind of smiles at all of you and says, "I'm guessing you'll have some questions." And she just walks down the gangplank and heads up into to this. There's a pressure dome that comes over it, so that you can come out and walk into the building where all of the oversight is happening.
Question about the size.
Yes.
You know, I know you said it's almost as big as a highliner.
Mm-hmm.
Would it fit in a highliner?
Probably not. Or if it did, it might just barely.
Okay.
And it looks to be nearly the size of a highliner, and like it might be able to fit on the inside. But you also notice that unlike the very unimaginative engineering of the highliners, which are basically just these massive tubes,
Yep.
right? And this has some
It's
sleek.
incredibly efficient at what it does.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. This has some style to it. This has a little flair. There's
Kind of this is my question.
yeah. Yeah, tell me, I actually want to have all of you help with this. Like, tell me a feature that is, can all of you picture the highliners that from the Dune movies or books? They're generally portrayed as these massive long tubes. The inside is like ships go into the inside of the tube, the cannoli, and you can. Sorry, that's bad tone. Sorry, but they go inside the tube, and then the tube folds space, and there's different theories about how it does it, how it happens, what it does, but basically, massive fleets of ships can fit inside the highliner. So there, if you've ever,
Like a whole great house can fit in
Yes.
like 2.
yes, mm-hmm, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah, like everything that House Atreides owns,
Yeah, right.
Goes in.
goes in like 1, maybe 2,
Yeah.
So they're just like the size of them just is almost beyond comprehension, especially when you're near them. I mean, there's a reason this is like inside of a moon, because it takes up most of the interior of the moon's area just to fit it. And you can tell like probably a good 40 to 50% of the interior of the moon has been hollowed out to make room for this project. But I'd like each of you to tell me something that you notice about either the ship or the operation that lets you know, like, this is your house that's doing this. Does anybody have any ideas?
Well, I mean, she already told me, but
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the scale. I don't think I realized how big we were going with this when she first told me.
Oh, yeah.
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 And I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And I think I immediately want to be looking at calculations and what they've been doing and where they're stuck, because she said that they're having some
Yeah. And I think you notice, so you tear your eyes away from the ship just briefly enough, and you look inside one of these observation bays, and you see your sister Delphina, who she's your oldest sister. She's probably the most like your mother, except if your mother had no sense of humor. She's dark hair and just, but she doesn't have anywhere near that flair that your mother has. She's actually kind of a lot like Helenus in a lot of ways. She's kind of simple. She's usually wearing like simple dark clothing, always really well made, but nothing very fanciful. When she does have to like go out for balls and social events and all that, she absolutely can dress up while with the flair that's expected of your house. But in general, time. Like she is usually in like simple black suits and or simple dresses, hair just pulled back, and her like she's usually made up and looks well kempt, but she's very simple. And she was probably like in that way that Cassandra was the doll. She was not the doll.
No. There's a reason why she became the doll.
Yes, Cassandra got extra dolling because Delphina absolutely did not want that. And but you see her kind of standing up there, arms folded, looking very cross and perturbed, which is not unusual for Delphina, as she's watching the four of you. Well, she's watching the three of them, and also Iser was there. As you guys disembark from the shuttle. I
probably
Yeah.
lean over as we're just about to get off, and I say, I do hope your paper was as good as we think it is.
I just go, me too.
Your sister Delphina will be very upset if she has to write this down as a loss.
Yeah.
I laugh, but inside I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no pressure. 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the approach, Helenus is thinking two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, everything he's ever learned about transporting troops, of which, as a fully trained swordmaster, he's very aware of how to transport armies, supplies, you name it, through a highliner.
Yeah.
He actually knows quite a bit about them, but he would never say that to anybody on this shuttle. But the thing that he notices that he's like, oh, we've done this, is I think he sees a panel removed that's being worked on. And within, the cables are not just laid in. I think that they're like woven in. And within that, of course, we can't resist. If we're weaving something, there's a pattern woven into the cables that would make no sense except that it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so no Mentat created ship, no, ship made by the Spacing Guild, no one would do that.
Yeah.
But us.
Yeah. It's that attention to the aesthetic detail at every level, even if it'll never be seen.
It's called cable management to the max.
Yeah.
Right?
Brocaded cables is an insane thing to do.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Actually, I want to Iser and Pyrrha, give me let's do a roll for this. I want you to, the skill will be understand, which I think you're probably both pretty good at. And you can choose the drive. And I would say just what is your general drive that is making you willing, like you're committed to whatever this is going to be, right? You don't know what it is yet, but you know you're gonna be compelled to be committed to this. What is the drive that generally keeps you interested in what's next, I guess?
I think for me it's truth, because my statement is I seek to uncover the many secrets of the universe.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. So that definitely applies, which means that, so if your drive statement applies, you're allowed to spend a point of determination, and you can automatically set a dice at 1. So by doing that. So why don't you go ahead and spend that? So you automatically have 2 successes, a crit success on this roll, and because this is going to align so perfectly with how you process truth, how you look at the question of truth.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Iser?
It's power.
Oh,
100%.
yeah.
Because I think Iser has fallen into the, oh, we just did a thing.
Yeah.
Now we have to secure a thing,
Uh-huh.
not reach for the next thing yet.
Yeah. Right.
So this is well beyond the next thing.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But this is, Viscountess is not a term that needs to apply anymore.
Yeah.
If this all works, it's Empress,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
right? Like that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
So powerful.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if it applies to my statement.
Yeah. What's your statement?
Those who have true powers seldom need use it.
Oh,
Save
no,
it
I
for
don't
that
think
for
so.
me.
'Cause
This is using it.
it's definitely
Yeah,
using power.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. This is we got true power and we're using it.
Mhm.
Or well, we've got power. We'll see how true it turns out to be. But
A focus, though, deductive
Uh-huh.
reasoning,
yes,
Oh.
to sort of
absolutely.
see where this all goes.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah. So this is pretty simple. I'm gonna say this is actually a 0 success roll, even though you're already gonna get multiple successes. I just want to see to what level this opens up for each of you. And yeah. Actually, you know what? I want Cassandra to roll on this as well.
Okay.
Because there are things that could become understood to you as well.
Okay.
I think this is outside of
I don't need to
Helenus.
understand.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. This is not a Helenus thing.
None of the things involved in this are things that he
Yes.
cares about.
Yes. These are deeper mysteries of the universe.
Nope.
Helenus does not deal with those. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what do you think your drive would be?
I feel like, power is very tempting,
Mhm.
but I almost think duty.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Mainly because I want to know what does this mean in the grand scheme of things,
Mm-hmm.
as far as my duty to the Bene Gesserit,
Yeah.
the machinations that we're working with, is this a monkey wrench? Is this a stepping stone?
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mother, do I?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
And I don't know. I don't think my statement applies. It
Uh-huh.
could almost inversely apply, maybe. I don't know. The statement is acceptance of place is the death of freedom.
Ooh.
ooh.
This feels like a power grab,
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that
but I'm
is
worried if it's an
really
overstep.
not an acceptance of place. So I don't know that it really would apply here.
Okay.
Because this isn't so much about well,
Because I feel like it's
Yeah.
you're right. It's not an acceptance of place. It's not accepting your place.
yeah.
When it's a negative comment.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes against your statement.
that's fine.
Yeah. So so we won't. Yeah,
That's great.
so it would not apply there. All right. So
What about danger sense as a focus?
That's if I were rolling this.
yeah, not necessary at
Okay.
this point.
All right.
We'll see how well you roll. There might be a lot of danger sense in a very different way. And let's go ahead and roll.
All right. Rolling with fake
Do I
nails.
still roll my second die?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll it. Yeah. No, 'cause there could be 2 successes versus 3 successes might be very
There's a
different.
20.
Or 4. Okay.
So a 13 on my
bad.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does
That
meeting
counts.
it count? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
13.
Meeting it or beating it at or below
Yeah.
the number. And did you have your statement I think applies.
Yeah.
So
So
or your
that one was an automatic 1 because
Yeah.
my statement applied.
your focus.
Yeah.
Did you have a focus on understand?
Yes, deductive reasoning.
Yes. Okay. So that counts as 2 as well. So you got
Okay.
4 total.
Work.
Yeah.
You see the universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw.
So
Mentat powers.
My TM was 14 and I got 113, but also a 20.
okay. Perfect. Oh, great.
No.
So, yes. What happens whenever you roll a 20, even
Nothing.
if you succeed on the roll, when you roll a 20, that immediately generates a complication. It doesn't mean the complication has to immediately play out. It just means that at this moment, something becomes more complicated. And I
Handing a bullet to the GM.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I am going to, for sure, use that as we talk about this a little bit. So Iser and Pyrrha, you both kind of see this at the same time as you look at this panel that's open or uncovered, and you see the weave that's gone through here. Or the way the cables have been woven. There is I think you both recall a moment for Pyrrha. It's when you conceived this paper that you've written. And for Iser, I think it's the moment you finished reading this paper and understood. What you theorized in this paper was that quantum mechanics and the concept of space-time could be understood and predicted in ways similar to tensile strength. And in the same way that fabric behaves in a certain way as you push or pull on different points of it, or put pressure in different places, or fold it in different places, the fabric of space-time also can be manipulated without having to use a thinking machine to make those calculations. Because if there is somebody with sufficient intellect to basically process the information, you don't need to have that future prediction of where you'll end up, because you can predict how the fabric of space-time is going to react. Right? So only someone with such a fundamental understanding of fabric and such a fundamental understanding of quantum mechanics could have plugged this together. And Iser, you realized when you read this paper of Pyrrha's that there was a germ of truth here that no one had really paid attention to in the same way that Pyrrha had. And as you all know, for 10,000 years, the Spacing Guild has been the only way to fold space. No one knows exactly how they do it, but it requires these pilots who basically live in a highly concentrated gas of spice melange. And because of the spice interacting with their bodies and their minds, they're able to predict, as in seeing the future. They can see the future of where they will end up depending on their calculations. And it's been thought for 10,000 years that you have to either have the spice mutate you to this point of prescience, or you had to have a thinking machine to calculate space-time jumps, space-time folding. And even though Pyrrha didn't realize it at the time, the logical conclusion of Pyrrha's theory, which seemed like playful to you, you thought you were just playing around. Like look how clever I am. Yeah.
Quantum physics casually.
Yeah, right? And it now dawns on you all of the next level conclusions of what you thought was just sort of a playful thought experiment to show off how clever and smart you are. You realize like it is actually possible, and you can tell in the patterns that they've woven into this machine that they are using principles of loom work to create a machine with such precise control over its energy that that this could actually be done. Somebody might actually be able to have the capability of computing this without a thinking machine and without future predictions.
And maybe the fabric patterns, the weave patterns that maybe Helenus thought were just decorative are not.
Yeah.
They're functional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're functional, and you can kind of, I think, both of you, you've, do you have a mind palace? I mean,
I haven't taken that as
Yeah.
a thing yet, but I still have one more
Okay.
talent, and I was thinking of doing that.
so you don't have to, for sure, take it now. But I think like Iser has at least explained to you the principles of the mind palace and how to develop your own. And I think maybe you at least start to build sort of the basics of that,
Okay.
and you find yourself back in your 13-year-old classroom.
The old palace.
The old palace, yeah. And I just kind of like this idea of we sort of see it as a flashback as well as you going there in your mind, and you see you kind of get this visualization of all of these theories that you came up with falling into place, and how they could actually work. And so Cassandra, you realize that that there is intention to this. You don't necessarily understand the quantum mechanics of all of it, but you know that if your house has built a ship like this, they intend to use it, and that would upset everything. Now, that's not necessarily bad for your house, but I think. Well, what are your talents that you have?
The Pranabindu,
Okay.
voice,
Uh-huh.
and hypersensitivity.
Okay. But you have not yet gone through the ritual to become a Reverend Mother.
Not
So
yet.
Yeah. So you don't have access to the other memory, to the memory of your ancestors. You haven't developed prescience, at least at this point. But here's the complication. You fall to your knees as you step out of the shuttle, and you can easily dismiss this as vertigo if you want, but it's not. You're overcome with a vision.
Oh.
You see the future of House Lykos, and there are two paths in this future. If you succeed, if House Lykos succeeds, you see a path of your family as the ultimate holders of power throughout the galaxy. If you don't succeed, what is the worst thing you can imagine happening to your family?
not only being can't think of the word, like destroyed, but having all record of us being wiped from existence. Like no mention of us in the annals of history.
Yeah.
No mention of our accomplishments, of what we've done, our successes, just completely acting as we never existed.
Yeah.
I forget. I think the Spacing Guild did that to somebody.
That sounds right.
Oh.
They just were like, nobody knows how to get to your planet.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
You're lost forever now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they did.
I
Yeah,
don't remember who.
which one.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that represents itself as you see complete isolation. You see everything you've ever known, your family, your house, your entire planet, your history. You see these portraits of all of your ancestors of House Lykos, hung in these the massive halls of the palace, and everything is just kind of ripped away from you, just pulled and like shredded, like a sweater coming unraveled, as your entire house just disappears from history, and you feel yourself alone and isolated and shamed, just sitting on this barren wasteland of a planet that has become complete desert. And you hear this voice in your head say, "Beginnings are such delicate things." And you find yourself on your knees.
With your brother in your face. Cassandra!
I'm fine. I'm fine. Haven't been off-world in a while. The gravity change wasn't quite what I'm used to.
Oh, come on. And he goes to loop his arm under you to kind of lift you with him.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike his interaction with everybody else in this family, it is kind and patient, loving, caring, making sure that every single movement doesn't hurt her, that nothing happens. And he lifts her, and it's nothing. She weighs nothing for him.
Yeah.
He's very tall and strong.
In relation to that, if anybody else had helped her up, she would have done her best to get herself up.
Yeah. Push them off. Push them away.
Or not even like courteously like let them help her up, but like very much like, I'm letting you hold my hand. I don't need it.
Yeah.
There is pressure.
Yeah.
There is a tremor.
And he doesn't look. He's very good at not acknowledging.
Yeah.
He just gives her a gentle squeeze with his hand. 1 for I'm here, and 2 for you've got this. And then just gives her a light rub and steps away, a safe distance, a respectable non-twin distance away. Come on.
I think you also, Helenus, you of course wouldn't have allowed Cassandra to go off and do something without you, without knowing everything you could about it in advance. So you're very familiar with what the Bene Gesserit call Pranabindu training. And you know that your sister, you've spoken about this since she came back, your sister is excellent at this. Pranabindu training means that you have complete control over every aspect of your body. So you don't feel faint unless you want to feel faint, except something must be very, very wrong.
Yeah, he files that away in a file that no one else sees except for her.
Yeah.
And he just leaves that there because he's not going to tell anybody.
Yeah. curious how if Iser and Pyrrha, I'm well, let's roll for it. But I just want to kind of see if you. Well, I don't think we need to roll for it. But you tell me, how much are you aware of Bene Gesserit control and how out of character this would be? Do you know that something like this would be out of control of somebody who's a Bene Gesserit? No.
Can I actually just roll a high-low
Yeah, for sure.
to see if I've noticed this happen?
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lot
there's
of
a lot
going on.
Yeah. Because
all of the
think that's
pathways that I'm running down.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there's a lot going on. So yeah, let's go ahead and have a roll. Let's see. Let's make this really difficult. It's because I think Cassandra also she is very good at changing the truth to be what she needs it to be or wants it to be, right? So let's say it's a difficulty 2, because you're both getting kind of overwhelmed with the concepts of what this could mean for everything, as well as whether or not you know how much Cassandra has control of her own body or not. So so this would be understand. But what drive do you think fits here, or do you? And I would say if nothing really leaps out at you, use that same sort of general drive of like what brought you here in the first place, kind of thing, like we talked about earlier.
I think in my case, it's got to be duty.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's every pathway he's running down mentally is like, what's this mean for the house? Who's going to try and kill us next?
Yeah.
We don't have the troops to
Fight the entire space and kill
the
them.
Legion of Sardukar. Like,
Yeah.
we're ready for
They're
that.
not allowed here.
No.
Not in my house.
Yeah.
There is a whole lot of things that could be a problem that now he wasn't even considering a problem before.
Right. Yeah.
Right? He's like, oh, yeah, okay, well, we have our rivalries and some people that are upset with us because we've just made a new start, but not the Spacing Guild and the Emperor.
Right. Yeah.
And all the other great houses. That's
a
different level of problem.
Yeah. And I think all 4 of you just intrinsically know, and Helenus maybe hasn't like quite clued into what the ultimate issue is here. But once you do understand that, you also will just inherently understand, like, if it becomes known to the wrong people that your house is even thinking about this, you're going to be destroyed as quickly and efficiently and brutally as everyone else can find a way to.
He doesn't need to understand the whole thing, but he's a master at threat assessment. And we're a threat right now.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't understand why.
Yeah. And I think even not knowing about the space folding thing, you know enough to realize this is clear. At the very least, your family is like, let's build our own highliners for the Spacing Guild. Like, at the very least, it means
which is a huge,
which is
big overreach.
We're stepping on some feet.
Yeah, some very, very powerful,
some great house feet that I don't really want to.
Yeah. So okay, so let's roll.
I think mine would be duty.
Okay.
My statement is family solidarity is the true strength of a great house.
Okay. Yeah. I think that fits. Yeah.
Okay.
So so let's roll and see what you get. Actually, I'm gonna allow Cassandra to roll as well to sort of counter this or resist it. And so so if
I got 2.
You don't have to roll.
No, for you. Yeah.
Iser's in his own world.
Iser is very just
okay. Yeah.
I got a 6 and a 9 under 12.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. So that would meet the successes. Okay. I'm going to allow you a roll, and if you can get 2 or more successes, then you manage to keep her from noticing anything.
Is this something I can help with? Twin subterfuge.
Yeah, I will allow twin subterfuge. So you would
Yeah.
also make a roll. I think this would be a discipline
Yeah.
roll for you.
And I have a
and-
focus.
Yeah. Oh.
Composure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that fits. So yeah. So anything under your target number would be a success.
Yeah.
Would be 2 successes. I mean, and you only get to roll 1 die. So you come up with your. So
Yes.
the way you assist is you still you add your skill and drive together to come up with your target number, but you only get to roll 1 die.
It's fine.
And any successes you get add to Cassandra's roll.
So I feel like this is probably a communicate roll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like truth is the drive.
Yeah.
And I do think my statement does apply here. I will tell you what is true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, it does. So you can spend a point of determination because your drive statement matches. So
Mhm.
you can spend a point of determination to automatically set a die at 1. which gives
Where
you-
is determination? What is that?
So that's a pool that you'll get, and we didn't really go over that this time, but it's basically you basically get 1 per session.
Okay.
So you want to use it in a session at some point when you can, but it's basically your drive statement has to match what the situation is that you're rolling about, and it is, and in any situation where it does, you can choose that situation to spend a point of momentum, your 1 point of momentum per session, to get the automatic critical success.
Great. I think I am going to do that because based on the vision, like I want to keep the
Yeah. Okay.
yeah as close to the chest
Yeah.
as possible.
Okay.
That's-
Yeah. So
Is your
that's
roll.
going to automatically give you 2 successes, which would.
And I also give you another 2 because I
Another-
also got a 4 under 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the twins with their special secret
Twin
language,
powers.
twin powers, they you kind of, I think you kind of notice Cassandra stumble, but how do you get Kira deflected off of this? You know she's smart.
Mhm.
You know she's incredibly intelligent, and you don't want her to find out, or you don't want her to have the suspicion that you're weak.
Mhm.
I think, or I mean, you tell me if that's not true.
No, that is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
So I think the way that Cassandra's going to deflect is to start asking Pyrrha questions that is going to get her focused on what's happening,
Oh,
almost in a way of like complimentary, like I'm kind of feeding your ego a little bit. Like
Yeah.
clearly you know about this a little more than I do.
yeah,
What is this? What is that? What do you think this could be? Like
yeah.
trying to get you excited about that, show you some affection.
Mm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Now it's like,
Right.
Well, to make it worse, like when you actually stumbled, like I'm big. I'm
Yeah.
kind of in the way. It's not in the way enough that you don't see something.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
but,
it's like-
I probably would think maybe she caught her foot on the catwalk or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not wearing the most sensible shoes.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You probably have a
When
train.
do you?
Yeah.
It's a
For
whole.
you,
Uh-huh.
I got 0 successes,
Oh.
but I rolled a 20.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, that's very fun.
That's how you get the vision.
Yeah.
And vision.
No, that's very good. I'm gonna bank that.
Oh, am I helping or am I making my own demise? Who knows?
Yeah.
My target number was 15.
Oh well.
Oh wow!
You
So your
still
dice
got
just said
nothing.
no.
Yeah,
Actually,
I got
not
a
happening
17 and a
today.
20.
Oh gosh.
whoa.
Okay. All right. I have a idea starting to percolate in the back of my mind, but we'll yeah. So the so I think you've all kind of paused out here on the landing pad. And so your mother, Chimora, the Viscountess, was about to push into the observation deck and, was assuming you all were going to be behind her. I think she turns and sees that all four of you have paused. And she comes back back over to the base of the shuttle gangplank where all of you have kind of stopped, and she says, "I was going to let you ask your questions inside, but I feel like you're all a little overwhelmed with what's going on. You can tell, obviously, that this vessel is a competition for Highliners. Pyrrha, have you figured out what you did and what we're doing here?"
I have. It's about the fabric of the universe, literal fabric.
Yes. Nobody but you could have stumbled across this idea. Nobody but you could have understood it the way that you understood it. Enough to make it clear to me. See, what this means, this ship is designed to fold space. It is designed to be competition for the Highliners. If this works, if Pyrrha's theories are correct, and I believe they are, this guild, or this ship needs no spice to fold space. It needs no spice-addicted, inundated pilot to fold space. It needs no spacing guild. Therefore, it needs no chome to control it financially. It needs no Imperium to tell it where to go. It means House Lykos makes all of the decisions that it wants. For the first time in 10,000 years, we could make our own path without the Spacing Guild. And I need the four of you to help finish this. And I know that as concerned and curious and uncertain as you are, the four of you specifically can't resist making this happen. And that's why you're here. Does anybody want to fly back home?
Not yet.
That's what I hoped. And she just kind of like grabs you around the shoulders and like gives you a little bit of a squeeze and like walks you up towards the observation deck that she was about to go into. She says, "Come along. We have a lot to discuss."
I think as they go, Cassandra walks in tandem with Helenus. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing she does not want to be right now is alone.
Yeah.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I think Pyrrha doesn't get all the political implications.
Mhm.
I'm on a surface level, of course.
Yeah.
But her mind is more on, were the calculations correct? Do I need
Yeah.
to double check this? Do I need, because we build all this, we fly it, and it just disappears
Yeah.
or it explodes or
Yeah.
whatever, the pilot melts, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
seem a little bit like a real big step without building a small one first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want you to fly. We don't need stairs.
Yeah. We shall see.
Yeah. So that's where my worry is going is calculations and double and triple and quadruple
Yeah.
checking.
Yeah.
You know, and I know Cassandra's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably for the first time, Iser does not hear the Viscountess,
Oh.
right? Like he is fully lost in his
Yeah.
own head,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just standing there, almost slack-jawed, right? Just
Uh-huh.
like you can see him like thinking, and his eyes are moving back and forth, and
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
probably something that you might have seen, but they haven't,
Yeah.
Mhm.
right? Like just trying to reshape the universe,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
that kind of thing. So he's just like, even after everybody walks,
Mm-hmm.
he's probably still just standing there going,
Yeah.
like almost like counting on his finger, and, like, you know,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that image so much. That's where we're gonna leave it tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
oof. Woo.
Yeah. We faced it and did not resist. The storm passed through us and around us. It's gone, but we remain. That is our episode for tonight. Episode 1 of Apostates of Dune, our Dune Adventures in the Imperium actual play here on Happy Jacks. And we'd like to thank our audience for tuning in. We appreciate it. Thank you to our chat mods. James V, our wonderful chat mod in the room, making sure that everybody's safe so that we can do this live and have that forum. And I can tell from some of James's comments that James understands like all the stuff, all the implications. Yeah. But thank you. We really love getting to do this live, and we can do that because we have chat mods making sure that our chats and our forums are safe spaces. Oh, excuse me. So thank you to our Patreons, amazing Patreons. They keep us ad-free and independent. Here at Happy Jacks, we play games that we want to play. We don't have to worry about the system or the edition or popularity. Modifius probably has no idea we're doing this, although they should probably pay attention because we're going to do it better than most people. Sorry. I'm just a little arrogant about the quality of our cast.
Rocks.
Yeah. But yeah, whether Modifius likes us or not, we don't have to care because we are loyal to our Patreons and our audience, and that's all we care about is making sure you all get to have fun with us. And we don't have to put any ads up. So, sorry, but this episode brought to you by yawning. Yeah. So you can join our Patreons at happyjacks.org/Patreon. I think it's just $1 minimum donation gets you access to all of our Patreon perks. And we try to keep it so that it's a little something extra and gives you a little extra insight. So I have some ideas for some things we might be able to do with this game. I need to talk to Kimmy about that, but we might have some extra Patreon involvement with this game. So yeah. So let's go around and introduce ourselves. Let's go back in reverse order. So let's start with you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I am Joey. I am here every Monday doing this. And you can find me on all the socials at Feywild85, FEYWILDE85. This is all I have going on AP-wise at the moment. However, the world-famous Poxy Boggarts have 2 gigs coming up. One is the Sunday of Strategicon weekend, which is...
the Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The 16th.
16th.
16th. So I was going to write down hours, then I put nails on, and I can't get to my phone. So I will give you hours next week. But save that date. If you're coming out for StrategicCon and need a break from gaming, we're going to be at Angel City Brewery out in LA. And we'll be there again the Sunday before St. Patrick's Day for another Poxy Boggarts gig.
Yeah.
Rad.
Awesome.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kai. I live on the internet and the walls here in Happy Jacks RPG, as you well know. So besides this, the laundry list of other things, are you ready? Starting with, actually, I think the completely appropriate and perfectly timed, tomorrow is the series finale of The Fourth Age, the One Ring 2nd Edition game that I actually ported my beloved Erlen that I got to share a table with these lovely people for.
Yeah.
And I'm redoing Erlen's epilogue tomorrow as we are reaching the finale, and I get to see Lirio again as we go on a final journey. And so that is the end of a 2.5-year long One Ring 2nd Edition campaign set after the events of Lord of the Rings. You can come and join us for a tearful, beautiful farewell, not only to that, but also to the end of Erlen's story, I think for real this time. It's been a delight to join them and to bring a character that I love from all of you people to more people where he has been very beloved all over again, nerding all over Middle-earth all over again.
What? You?
No, weird. So that's tomorrow from 12:30 p.m. Pacific or 3:30 p.m. Eastern time over on the Wounded Warrior Project for our $2,000-something charity game for Wounded Warrior Project. So it's been just a joy to work with them and an incredibly special story to tell. So we say farewell to that tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I'll be playing Baldur's Gate, having a good old time over on my channel, Estella Madras here on Twitch. And then on Saturday, Saturday, I'm in so much danger. Saturday is a very special bonus episode of Transplanted RPG's The Chaos Protocol, which is an entirely backstory, maybe, episode about my character, Zynon Esh. It's a duet episode with our co-producer, dramaturg, and one of my favorite people to play against ever, C. Thomas, and I are going to be doing an episode on Saturday with just the two of us. I'm in so much danger. And then on Sunday, you can see me play a different Modiphius 2D20 system over on Vault Companions, where we're playing the Fallout system in Angels and Atoms, where I play Mart, who's a Mr. Handy who thinks he's James Bond. And we're going to a fight night at a casino. It's the perfect thing. I'm even wearing a bow tie.
Nice.
I am, however, a robot with 3 tentacles. That's fine.
Of course.
But I will then be back on my channel, on my show Seems Right, which is a show about costuming and storytelling on Monday before this show next week. But if you want to go see what I talked about today, I actually put all of these amazing tattoos on stream today over on my channel. You can hear a little bit more about Helenus and how excited I am about this show over there. On the VOD. But in the meantime, I'm just so excited to be here with all of you people. Michelle, what are you up to?
Well,
Hi.
hi. You can find me on the socials at Michulu. That's MichuLHU. I have not been in the TTRPG space for like a year now. So I am so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to be with all of you guys because I love you guys. And but what am I doing that's not TTRPGs? You ask?
I do ask.
What are you doing?
It's not TTRPGs.
I am on a horror fiction podcast on both YouTube and wherever you get your audio podcasts. We publish it both as a video and audio podcast. It is called Portents of Fear. And Wes writes the stories. So those of you who know us, Wes writes the stories. I edit them. I present them on camera. Our daughter does the artwork. And it's just, it's a whole family affair of horror. So,
awesome.
So check it out. Subscribe. Tell your friends, please.
Yeah. That's great. Hey, thank you.
And what about
And
you,
you?
CADave?
And I'm CADave, as you might have guessed by now. The only streaming thing I'm doing at the moment is this. At home, I have a brand new puppy that is taking up all of my time.
As it should.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're getting there. You know, leash training is going all right. And
Aww.
yeah, we're getting there. And the joy is that it has brought joy back into life of our older poodle.
Oh, good.
So he is
good.
super excited that she's around.
Aw.
And like brings her things like He brings her like his favorite tennis balls,
How cute.
and he drops them off, and they're too
Can
big
she
for her to
even
get a
put her
mouth on.
Yeah,
Oh.
little.
So she sort of like mouths at it, and then
Yeah.
sometimes she'll catch enough of the fuzz that she
Yeah.
can pick it up and then chase after him with it. It's adorable.
Oh,
Um,
precious.
But so my house is both full of joy and pee.
Yeah. The best kind.
So I'm not streaming anything at home at the moment. But yeah, I'm so jazzed to be playing this, and thank you again, Adam, for running it. One of my wish list things is checked off.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
it is fantastic.
Yay. Yeah. Yeah. And I want to let people know. Yeah. Go ahead.
And I totally forgot. I got wrapped up in talking about Puppy. This weekend is game days on the Happy Jacks
Oh,
Discord.
right. Yes.
Yes.
If you're looking to play an online RPG this weekend, there's spots available in a bunch of games.
Yeah.
And the weird thing about Happy Jacks is that the community has way more GMs than players.
So
Yeah.
many.
So if you
please
just want
come
to
play in our
relax
games.
and play, go for it. That's awesome. I'm going to try and get into something. I just haven't figured out my schedule yet.
Yeah.
And then coming up next month, Strategicon, we have a mess of long distance Happy Jacks folks coming from Alaska and from DC and just all over the place. And Massachusetts, I think.
Yeah.
It's just everywhere. It's a convergence.
Yeah.
So if you can make it, come on down to the Hilton LAX
Yep.
and play some games and hang out, and we'll do the podcast on Saturday night.
Yeah. Even if you haven't hung out with us before in person, if you only know us as a listener, please come, and if you can, and just come up to us, introduce yourself, and tell us you're a listener. If you're in the Happy Jacks community, we already know we're going to agree on so many things, and we're going to like you, and we will hang out with you. Yes, you can sit with us. And we have so many people, Happy Jacks audience, have come and hang out with us at the Strategicon cons, and so please don't be intimidated. We are not normal people, but we are abnormal people that you will like to be around.
We're as abnormal as you think we are.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And if you're as abnormal as we are, then come on and come hang out with us. So I am Adam Nestor West. I am your GM for this game. I do want to point out, please interact with us on our advice show. This campaign came out of a letter written into the advice show where somebody wrote in and said, hey, what's your game that you would love to play in, but you don't think anybody will ever run it for you? And Dave happened to be on that and said, I really want to play the new Dune game. And I heard that and was like, I shall deliver that wish. And it just sounded fun to me, and I really just immediately wanted to play Dune with CADave in it. I had just exposed Joey to the Bene Gesserit, and I knew it would obsess.
You did a good thing.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
Yeah, I was like, you're gonna love this. Just
Yeah, here you
just
go.
sit here for this 3-hour movie.
Lady Macbeth as an entire organization.
Yeah. So, so anyway, right into our advice show. Listen to our advice show. Just generally hang out with us on Discord, whatever. We are very approachable. So I have. Let's see. So I'm doing. You can find me at. On the socials at Hoobuk, Hoobuk. It's primarily Instagram, where I post mostly pictures of my cats and a lot of anti-imperialist stuff. Because boy, I'm anti-imperialist right now. So if you want reposts of the Gorman Front and Mon Mothma's speeches and we're doing it. We're going there. But also pictures of my cats and my artwork. You can find my artwork at my Redbubble store, which is redbubble.com/people/Hoobuk. You can have my art printed on cool things that you may like, and I get money for it, which is really awesome. So helps me support my RPG habit. And so in my RPG habit, in addition to this on Mondays here, you can also find me on Sunday evenings playing in the Astral Circus, which is our D&D 5e Spelljammer campaign, which is getting near wrapping up. Yeah, we've only got maybe 5 or 6 more episodes left. I think.
After episode 40.
After episode 40, yeah. So next week is episode 42.
Yeah.
So you can't miss that. It's super important. But yeah, so I'm doing that, and then also starting this Tuesday, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, that is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Oh no. Yeah, it's no, it is tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, the 13th, I believe, is a project I've been working on with our friends over at Emporium for the Wayward Gamer, and we've been doing this Aliens RPG project where we've had like 3 different tables experiencing different stages of an alien encounter. So there's the first ship, and then there's the colony doing search and rescue, which is where I'm at, and then the Marines are getting called in. So if, we're having a lot of fun doing that, and we just recorded our final finale last weekend, and so they start airing soon. Emporium for the Wayward Gamer. It'll be a lot of fun. So that's it. Wow, that was the longest outro ever, guys. We did it.
I'm in the room. I'm sorry.
No, it's yeah, me too. But thank you. Please come and join us again next Monday for Apostates of Dune. Yeah, we're going to be on this ride for a while, and we're going to do horrible things to these characters, and
No.
yeah.
Just to those characters, right?
Yeah.
Those characters.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. But we're in this for we're in for a long time, not a good time.
Yes.
Yeah. But thank you for joining us. We will see you here next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.